How's it going, everybody? Squeeze Nathan's here with another video. Sorry about such a late upload. I haven't been on like something like a month or something because of school and other things like that. But on to the topic of the video today. This is going to be another life story about me and my friend getting busted at his house by his mom at a party. Well, I wouldn't really. I mean, it was kind of a party. It was more like a kickback. There wasn't like more than like 20 people there, but still. So all started out. This was about early September of this year, and me and my friend, we'll call him Greg. So me and Greg had this plan to go to the football game, home football game for our high school, and then after that spend the night at his house where no one was going to be home for the entire weekend, or so we thought. So we get to the football game. My mom drops us off. We get to the football game. We kind of go our separate ways, and I go off and talk to my friends, and he goes to talk to his friends because we kind of have like separate friend groups, but at the same time we're still really close friends. So game goes by. We decide to leave like end of the third quarter because it was getting kind of boring, and so we're walking up to his house because the stadium where the football game was getting played at is right next to his house. So we're walking up to his house, and I asked him, I was like, you didn't invite anybody, did you? Because I kept hearing people talking about something about at Greg's house after the game, and so it was kind of sketching me out. I was like, it's just going to be me and you. We were just going to smoke a little weed and just get high all weekend. So that was our plan. And so when I started hearing about this stuff of other people coming over and it almost turning into like a party-like situation, I got kind of scared. And so we get to his house. Our one really close friend comes over, and we start blazing it up, getting all stony baloney with him. And then, knock, 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 someone's at the door. Or no, wait. First, this was after someone else came. So we're in his backyard, and in his backyard, actually, there's a fence to where you can see his driveway. And his driveway is literally right in front of where we were smoking. And so a car pulls up, and we all start freaking the hell out. Like, me and Greg go inside, and our other friend walks around the side of his house like nothing happened, and we were freaking the hell out. And then all of a sudden, this random black kid that I do not know gets out of this car and fucking jumps over the fence, Greg's fence, and and so he jumps over the fence, and Greg's like, yo, I don't know what I'll call him. I'll call him Cody. He's like, yo, Cody, what's up? And so I'm like, I'm pretty high right now, and so I don't know what's going on at this point. So all I know is some random black kid jumps over the fence at my friend's house, and he's just there. And so apparently he's one of Lance's and my other friend's good friends, and so we start smoking with him. Then we get inside, so there's 4 of us now. And then knock, knock, knock at the door. 5 people show up. 5 other people show up in one group. And so at this point, I'm like, fuck. And so they all come inside, and then they all go to the backyard and start smoking. And I'm just inside eating food because I was really hungry. And so there's, 9 people in the house now. 2 of them leave, but one of them ends up coming back later in the night. So 2 of them leave. A guy and his girlfriend, they leave to go to some dance, and then the guy comes back later on. And then, so we're all just chilling. We're all pretty high. We're up in his room just watching. We were actually watching Luna's videos. And so we're up there just hanging out. And then one of the kids says that he's invited 2 other people. And at that moment, I was like, dude, really? He's like, no, man, they're chill, man. They're cool. And so these 2 kids show up. They're like freshmen. And then they show up. So now there's like 11 people in this kid's house, and he doesn't have a big house, maybe 1,500 square feet at the max, so it's not too big. And so that guy ends up coming back, so now there's 12 people, and I need to hurry this up. I don't want to drag this too long. Basically, night goes through. There's like 12 of us. 8 of them ended up passing out downstairs. I ended up falling asleep upstairs. And at about 7:30, I ended up waking up, and Greg comes upstairs. I almost said his name. Greg comes upstairs, and he lays down on his floor, and he's like, dude, that was crazy. I was like, I was asleep the entire night, so I didn't know what really happened because I wasn't having the best time, and I didn't really feel up to, party, I guess. And so he's like, yeah, a bunch of people came over, and they ended up hotboxing his parents' bathroom with 2 blunts, and the entire house stunk like weed. It was terrible. And so we're just in there. 30 minutes go by, and then we hear a car door shut, and that kind of sketches us out. And they're like, "Oh, it's just his neighbors." So kind of calm down. And then all of a sudden, we hear the fucking front door open, and we hear, "Greg, what the fuck is this? I knew you would fucking do this to me, Greg." And we look at each other and just in fucking shock. We were terrified. And so we hear, "Everybody get out of my fucking house right fucking now before I beat your asses." And so one of the kids had to come upstairs and grab his shoes, and he's like, "Hey man, thanks Greg for that kickback last night. That was dope." And I look at him, I was like, "Dude, what's happening? What just happened?" He's like, "Well, Greg's mom's home, so have fun with that, guys." And I was like, "Oh shit." And so she comes upstairs and starts screaming at Lance and tells him to come. Greg, whatever, his name's fucking Lance, I don't even care anymore. He starts screaming at Lance to get downstairs and start cleaning the mess up, because there was like ramen noodles and there was gum stuck to the couch because one of the kids fell asleep with gum in his mouth and it fucking stuck to the couch. So there's ramen noodles everywhere, gum on the couch, pizza boxes, there was a mini bong out, and so it was a mess. And then so she calls me down there. She's like, "Nathan, can you come down here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be down in a second." And I was like shitting my pants, like I thought I was gonna get screamed at, so I got really scared. And so I got on there, and she starts talking to me, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you stay another night, but just watch over this little fucktard and make sure he doesn't throw any more parties, because I know that you weren't the one who organized this." I was like, "Okay, I will." Blah blah blah. And then she kind of just left and went back to where she was staying, because she hadn't ended up having to just come back and get like a shirt or something. So she went back to where her and her boyfriend were staying in like some hotel, and stayed another night. Got high again. It was a pretty good weekend, except for that. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed that story. That was a pretty crazy one. Definitely one that I wanted to tell you guys. So leave a like and subscribe if you want more and if you enjoyed that. And peace out, guys. Thanks.